Jacksonville Jaguars go bold, sort of like the color of the jacket Travis Hunter is dancing his way out of the green room in.
An incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field.
Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something.
Could Travis Hunter really be gearing up for a shocking midseason transfer? If the street chatter is even halfway true, this move isn't about plays, contracts, or what's on the scoreboard. It's about his wife, Leanna, and a scandal that's got the whole internet buzzing. Fans are convinced one of his own Jaguars teammates got way too close to her. And when I say too close, you already know exactly what that means. Here's where it gets insane. The timing. We're not talking an off-season shuffle or a standard end-of-year trade. This would be right in the middle of the season, out of nowhere. And people online swear the reason isn't football. It's personal, messy, and straight-up embarrassing for Travis. If even a fraction of this tea is true, with shady locker room whispers, resurfaced old clips, and a marriage that's already shown cracks, then walking away from the team might actually be the least dramatic part of this whole circus. Now, trades happen in the NFL all the time. Players chase the bag, go where the contracts are sweeter, and line up better career moves. But the way Travis's situation is unfolding? Yeah, this one feels different. We're talking about a dude hyped up as one of the Jaguars' future stars, suddenly packing up mid-season. Not after the season wraps, not during the usual trade window, right now. When that happens, everybody asks the same thing. What went down? If it was just about football, we'd get the safe answers. It's business. I'm ready for a new opportunity. Just focused on my career. Everywhere you look, the same explosive theory keeps surfacing. This isn't about Travis's stats. It's about his personal life. And more specifically, a bombshell rumor that one of his own teammates might have crossed the ultimate line with Leanna. If that's true, we're not just talking bad optics. We're talking career-altering fallout. At first, it was just cryptic hints. Stuff like, check the roster, or look at who she's been around. But soon enough, Reddit sleuths and TikTok detectives started dropping actual names. The story going around? A Jaguars teammate got way too friendly with Leanna, and according to the way people are spilling it, this is one of those situations where you don't need the whole sentence. The body language alone screams trouble. Officially, nobody's confirming a thing. The team's keeping their mouths shut, Travis has gone silent, and Leanna? Completely ghost on social media. No posts, no comments, nothing. The only thing she said was in an interview where she claimed she keeps her marriage strong by not letting social media dictate it. But come on, we all know how the internet works. Silence just makes the whispers grow louder. And what really reignited the fire? That old clip from months back, Leanna allegedly chatting it up and leaning in way too close with a Jaguars player. It's back in circulation, and fans are now watching it with a whole different lens. The warning signs were there, subtle at first, but impossible to ignore once you started connecting the dots. Reports trickled in about the vibe at practice feeling off. Fans noticed certain players who used to hang out, laugh, and crack jokes with Travis suddenly weren't anywhere near him. Even in press conferences, the energy felt stiff, like everyone was choosing their words carefully, afraid to slip. No one's come out and said, yeah, there's drama, but watch closely and it's hard to miss. Travis is more distant. He's not sharing laughs on the sidelines, not dapping up his guys like before. More often than not, he's standing off to the side alone. If the rumor about a teammate and Leanna has even a grain of truth, it makes perfect sense. How do you practice, travel, and share a locker room with someone you can't even look in the eye? And once fans started thinking about it that way, this stopped feeling like just football. It started feeling like a full-blown behind-the-scenes soap opera. But if the locker room was tense, home life wasn't any softer. Stuff like this doesn't stay at the stadium. It follows you into the car, into the kitchen, into the stands. Fans have caught moments that spoke volumes without a single word. That wedding clip, the one where Travis leans in and Leanna quickly turns her head? Yeah, people noticed. Line up those tense public moments with the teammate whispers and those dead silent Instagram feeds, and it starts looking less like random coincidence and more like a pattern. Not solid proof, but definitely enough pressure to weigh heavy on both of them. For Travis, every snap at practice probably comes with that unspoken question: what are people saying now? For Liana, every public appearance turns into a body language dissection in the comments section. And before anyone jumps in saying, "You're just reaching," let's be real. These are the same signs most of you have seen and just chose not to talk about. None of it screams, "It's over," but every single piece says something is off. Drama like this doesn't blow up overnight. It simmers. And just when it looked like they were trying to ride it out, Travis started changing up his routine in a way you couldn't miss. After all those little cracks in their marriage, people noticed the changes weren't just at home. They were spilling into everything. Travis used to be everywhere off the field. Charity events, kicking it with friends, popping up for surprise fan meet and greets. He even had those lighthearted off-season videos that showed his fun side. But lately, nothing. No public outings, no casual moments, no feel-good content. It's like he went from being everywhere to barely existing outside of game day. And even when he did show up, no Liana by his side. Just that same serious, distracted look, like he was a million miles away in his head. Plenty of people swear this was the point, you could tell. Travis had already made up his mind, not just about his marriage, but about his future with the team. And then came the rumor that made it all feel inevitable. Word from people close to the situation? Travis and the teammate at the center of this mess didn't just keep their distance. They finally had it out. It supposedly went down after practice, away from the cameras, but close enough for a few eyes to catch the tension boiling over. Nobody's going on record about exactly what was said, but let's be honest, with the kind of rumors flying around, you don't need to hear every word to know what the argument was about. For a lot of fans, that was the "yep, it's done" moment. You can't share a field or a locker room with someone when the air between you is that heavy. By the time the story leaked into fan spaces, it wasn't just gossip, it was starting to feel like an unofficial confirmation. And while Travis kept his lips sealed, Liana's silence started screaming even louder. No posts, no game day appearances, no cameos in the usual behind-the-scenes content. For someone who normally had at least some public presence, the sudden vanishing act was impossible to miss. Fans noticed fast. A short social media break is one thing, but this looked like she was dodging the spotlight completely. For now, Travis is staying silent, Liana's keeping her head down, and the Jaguars are acting like nothing's wrong. Which means the only way we'll ever get the truth is if somebody finally decides to spill. And when that day comes, the transfer itself won't even be the headline. It'll be why it happened, and that's the part the NFL might not be ready to face. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.